Hey everybody, it's Chai, and today we're gonna do a Lao session with Xenohaste. I've been playing Lao quite a bit lately. It's so much fun. Not to advance with them, but there's so much to work on with Lao, and it's a lot of fun. I don't even know all the combos, but we're gonna work with Xenohaste, who's a developing player from Ohio, and they've been really wonderful to work with and to play with. So let's do that. Let's see, let's set up the room again. Set up our settings here. So I am not a Lao expert, right? I'm just a player that's learning Lao, so it's a lot of fun. We'll set up the room for probably 3 or 4 people. Mic check. Okay, I think you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, good. Alright, here we go. No spectators. Yeah. Alright. Let's send some invites out. Let's see no history yet. There you are. Okay, alright. So, Xenohaste, feel free to join. If you're on chat, that'll be great. Let's chat with you. Hey there, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Okay, is it okay if I put you on the chat? Like if I put you on the stream?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. So yeah, I've set up a room. I sent you an invite. And yeah, let's do some sparring and then we can work on some stuff. Lao gives us so much stuff to work on, and it's a lot of stuff that you can practice in single player as well. It gets really hard,
Alright.
but it's a lot of fun. But let's see what we're working with here. Now, I've already told you recently I am working on 4P plus K, or more specifically 4P plus KP. You don't have to do that, but you'll be seeing how annoying it is if I get to use it against you. So we'll fight. Alright. There we go. Very good. Alright. Alright. Okay.
I'm just warming up a little, just remember how
No,
to play.
no problem. You're doing fine. I do see that you're watching a lot, so later on I will show you like a more active way. Right now I am trying to get you to... Very nice. Alright, I think I've got your rhythm down a bit, but later on...
Yeah.
Later on, we will work on how to kind of lock a person into frames. It is kind of important, at least if we're fighting up close, right? part of the reason Lao is a good character to fight far away with, but
I keep forgetting player 2 side, so I'm hitting 3 on the opposite side.
gotcha. Excellent. Nice. So you commit to that. Alright.
Still not 100% what to do, like, for a wall combo.
I'll give you some I'll give you some ideas, but I'm still not there yet on it. So. Generally, you want to hit this against the wall. So this move is a move you want to master for the wall. You can also hit them into the wall with this, and this thing is really nasty.
Oh, I thought that was going to be... start a wall combo.
If I get the right hit. So that's the hard part with Lao. You got to make sure you get the right hit. If you don't, you know. But the main thing about 4K is 4K. You need like +5 frames to really use it accurately. So a lot of times that's going to be the hard part for you first. But also, that doesn't give you the wall combo. It just gets you a wall stagger. So
gotcha.
The wall combo, you're gonna have like to really get wall combos, you want to master this crouch dash into 5K to wall standing K, right? So 3-3 5K. Show me if you can. Let's see. Try that first. Just try it first, and we'll fight again. But just can you do this?
Hold on a second. The game is loud, so I'm just gonna have to change from like Discord on the PlayStation to Discord on computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There's a way to rebalance, but it can be tough. Yeah. I use Discord on computer, so I'll wait for you.
Yeah, I thought you were going to like start like not a Discord call, but a party call.
Yeah. It tends to work better using the Discord for me, but
yeah. Okay.
Alright, it's looking better?
Hear you a little better.
Okay, great. Let me see. You can hear me fine, right?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. You're a little soft.
Let me see if I can... I hate the interface on Discord on mobile.
You
Yeah, well, I think you switched, so I gotta make sure that I'm on speaker. Okay, I am on speaker. Okay, good. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's do this. So can you show me 3-3 5K? For example, do a low punch and then neutral kick, right? Yeah. There you go. Yep. This is the move you want to map. This is a really good move for Lao, okay? Really good move for Lao because a lot of times, like, even when I, like, if I knock you down, right, then, like, I can even do, like, this, and it'll hit, you know? So, like, it'll hit if you don't tech roll. So this is a really good starting point for Lao's Okizeme, is just punishing people that don't tech roll, right? So, like this, right? See how that? Now you have to tech roll, right? So go ahead and do a combo that ends in like 3K PP. Any combo. So
3K.
Yeah, do like a 4-6P combo. Have you practiced 4-6P combos yet? This one?
4-6P combos?
Correct, yeah. This is 4-6P, right? Guard break, you can do guard break in the 4-6P. Really powerful.
Yeah, but the combo I was practicing did not end in the 3K.
I see. Okay, I'll show it to you. I'll give you a sample combo, but almost any combo actually. Even when you end a combo with P, 4PP, sometimes you can get it. So with time, you'll learn, but actually a lot of times you can just keep practicing doing that. Like just crouch dash into while standing kick. It's a really good way to hit people off the ground. And with experience, you'll start to see when you have it, when you don't.
So you can use that to restand people, is what you're saying?
No, you can do it to just hit them because they stayed down, and you're just telling them you better tech roll. You know, like it's
better than just doing the down attack.
Yeah, it's more damage, and also it also doesn't punish you. You're not as vulnerable sometimes. right? And then you can get
I
there, right?
messed up and
So
hit
like
3
even if you
again.
did that, right, like, right, you could do kind of like
Yeah.
that, yeah. I mean, you'll have to get used to it, but especially when you get like, for example, I'll show you this combo here.
Mm.
See, you can see how much damage that was.
Yeah. I was doing the follow up from that was
Yep, that works
that.
too. Yeah, that's actually a good situation to do it. Right? So you can
I
do
mean,
this
that's what the
combo.
website said to do.
That's good too.
Why it did not want to do it that time. Why
Nice.
did it not?
That was good.
I don't know why it was doing this. I guess I pulled down too much.
It's okay. You'll get used to it. A lot of this is. It'll take a while to get used to the control, especially with Lao. He's actually kind of difficult to pilot. So, very nice. Alright, let's fight. Let's spar. Excellent. That is a guaranteed down attack on the neutral throw. Excellent. Excellent. Alright. Now I'm going to attack your pace, but let's go ahead and fight.
Oh, I thought I blocked that.
It's good that you thought about it. As long as you were thinking about it, that's a good spot then. So, because that was the correct thing to do in there. Nice.
Not even a tech roll. But that's fine.
So we'll do a few spars here. Let's set it
I'm
to.
starting to get the combos I've been practicing.
Yeah.
But they still need work.
No problem. Oh, we all do too. I'm gonna change it to 5 battles.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. The way this game works, I have to hit the confirm button. My bad. So it's still on 1 battle, but we'll set it to 5 after this.
Okay.
Alright, let's. Very good. Excellent. Nice. Alright. Good.
Probably should not have pressed there.
Yeah. There you go. Nice.
I did not do the combo.
Nice. Oh, nice.
And then I dropped it right at the end.
No, that was really good.
Because player 2 side.
Nala, hope you're doing really, really well.
It's like I understand what options I'm using. I just need to use them a little bit better.
Yep, keep it up, keep it up. You're getting there. Alright, let's try to change the room setting to 5 battle. Yes, alright, here we go.
Battle.
Nice. Alright. Very nice. Good mix up here.
I'm doing the wrong punch. I'm supposed to be doing forward punch, but I'm doing normal neutral punch.
Good block.
And that's dead.
Yeah.
Hey, look, that was a combo. I've been practicing.
You do want to punish this, by the way. So I think you can punish it with 4-6. At least you can punish it with the standing palm.
I did the guard break, but I just didn't do the combo after the guard break.
Yeah, but you do. In this case, when you block this big uppercut, you want to punish the big uppercut on the block.
Oh. Okay.
Let's practice that punish.
I think I'm at the point where I understand what I'm doing and what I'm supposed to be doing. But I'm not reacting fast enough to do the thing yet.
Yeah. That's why I'm showing it to you a lot. Right? But so just block, I'm just doing this over and over. So you gotta do, I think it's gotta be 4-6P, the 4-6P. Alright. So the hard part about 2K plus G is it's a very slow move. So it can get interrupted by a low punch in a situation like this. Good. Good. Alright, now I'm going to show you how scary this thing is. Oh, that's right.
Oh, I did not react. I went for the launch and then I wasn't ready to do the follow-up.
Yeah. Very good.
Oh, I was holding guard. Why was I not blocking? Oh, I wasn't prepared to do the thing.
So this is the trap here, I'll show you. So what happened here, if you block that second punch, this is the 4P plus KP. Okay. If you low block the first one, it's gonna guarantee hit you on the second. But in this case, you actually blocked both. So if you block both, I'm actually +1, so that's why the low punch works. So if you get your opponent to block 4P plus KP, you can do a low punch. That's what I'm doing right now to you. Okay, so. Nice. Very nice. Remember, you can dash forward and guard. It is a safe way to approach. Yeah, very good. Very nice.
I was trying to dash forward to do the rising kick, but I wasn't getting it.
Gotcha. Nice, nice back throw. So this is a trick here, but I can tell you how to beat this sequence. The key to beating this sequence is that, you know how he's doing elbow palm? You want to duck the palm.
Yeah.
So like, if you guard the elbow, you want to duck like the palm. So you don't want to give this palm for free. This palm is a high, you can duck it, right? So yeah. So you can like 2G. If basically once you've seen the elbow already, after you've seen the elbow, then you can duck after it. Now, it's going to be guaranteed if you were ducking and he hit you with the elbow, then the punch will be guaranteed. But if you had blocked the elbow, you can duck the palm. And it is important to do this whenever you fight against Lao. Right? You don't try ducking this. Try blocking the elbow and ducking the palm, okay?
I am trying. I'm like getting
No
stuck.
problem. There you go. Yeah. You can also just block and do low punch. So like block the elbow and do a low punch as soon as you block the elbow, low punch, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. You'll get the feeling for it with a lot of practice. Right.
I was trying to do the what is it? What did you call it? Up knife?
Yeah, the up knife. Up knife's a tough one. Let's start with the low punch though. So do a low punch into a mix-up is what you want to do.
Because what is it? You duck down forward, and then you
Yeah,
just punch, and then you get a launch off of that.
It's a two-part. You need to kind of do the both. It's kind of hard. I would say right now, let's start with low punch. Low punch into a mix-up. Just do a low punch into a mix-up. So you low punch into a mid. A really good one is like low punch into 4P plus K, but actually do low punch throw. Low punch throw is fantastic, and against the opponents you're fighting right now. So, yeah. So you want to do the low punch, okay? If you can't do the low punch, then you can't do the up knife. That's the rule. The low punch is the first thing you should be able to do, right? So you want to be able to interrupt this thing with the low punch. Do the low punch right away when you do it. Yeah, don't even try to duck and low punch. Do a low punch right away. Do it. I don't want to ring you out, so that's why I'm backing down.
Do it immediately. Don't wait for the duck to finish.
Yeah, block the low punch, block the elbow, do a low punch against Lao.
Okay.
Other people, you don't always do that, but here it's good. But right now I'm gonna ring you out if we keep doing this drill, so that's why I'm like, okay, there we go. Yeah. There you go. You won't get a counter hit doing this, but you will get enough advantage to do like a fast mid or a throw. Okay? Good. Good. You want to train this reflex against Lao. Because you don't want to, like, Lao should not get this elbow punch for free. Right? There you go. Okay. So you try it with me, okay? Do elbow punches against me.
Alright. Do elbow punch.
Yeah. This is what I'm doing against you, right? If I see an elbow, this is what I do against Lao.
That's why you're emphasizing not to always go for that follow-up.
Yes. Like this is the basics right now. Now, if you know, now here's the trap. So now if you know that I'm doing this specifically, you try doing no, you practice it, okay? I'm going to do elbow punch against you. You block the elbow and you low punch right away. We're training ourselves to do very tight responses here. It's really important. This is how we can go to the future parts of the game. And it is hard. It's not easy to do. You have to do it really fast. You got to commit. You got to do it kind of like you do have to do it with quite a bit of commitment. But it's really, really
like almost preemptively?
Like kind of just because you know that that's a low punch. Like the reason I'm able to do it fast is because I'm not waiting to see that I blocked the low punch. I just know you did a low punch and I know I was gonna block it. That's what I'm doing. So right. So we'll do this. So it's important is you got a low punch, yes. And then low punch into throw is a really good one to train yourself to do. And again, first thing, we want to train ourselves to specifically do a low punch into a throw. Okay?
I hit the low punch and then I immediately got the throw.
Okay. So it just means you're inputting low punch early, that's all. Okay? I mean, maybe. We'll see. It might be a couple of things. Most likely, you didn't let go of guard when you hit the low punch, or you did the low punch too quickly after letting go of guard. So it's like you have to learn. The motion is going to like learn how to like let go of guard.
I do not think I let go of guard.
Yeah, and so that's the main thing is getting used to how this feels. Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
And for basic sake, when you do the low punch, we can start with low punch in the elbow or low punch in the throat. Those are your two things, okay?
Okay. And I did not get the low punch.
Yeah. That's why we're drilling. This is part of the workshop. We're sharpening up your responses too, because this is something I'm noticing in our fights. Is you don't have the timing down yet. You're gonna get it. We're working on it so you can get it, okay?
Okay.
Because this is also teaching you how you need to respond in these situations. So, very good. Very good. Very good.
I aimed at a double, but that's fine, yeah.
That was perfect. This was perfect. The more you see this, the more it's gonna get comfortable, okay?
I inputted forward twice and I still got neutral grab.
Let's work on the low punch. It's also you can't like there is a timing to it because you might be if you're inputting too early, stuff doesn't come out. Yeah. So you're gonna learn that actually when I play, I'm playing at a pretty relaxed pace. It does seem fast because it's faster if you're not used to it. But after a while, you realize this is actually a pretty even-paced thing. It's not something you have to rush. It's something that you can do in a relaxed way. But you just have to get used to it. So that's also the point of this training. Very good. Very good. Very good. And now you're kind of mashing. Try to be very, very deliberate. Train yourself to be deliberate. Yeah, train yourself. Yeah, train yourself not to mash. Train yourself.
I need it to come out faster.
Yeah. So be patient. Be very patient with this. You're realizing something. In some ways, it's faster than you thought, and in some ways, it's slower than you thought. In the past, you were responding slower, but then you were mashing. But then you were inputting too fast. Right now, as you practice this, you're gonna find a middle ground. You're gonna find how to do this like at about the right tempo. If you mash, it makes it harder. That's like the number one thing I'm gonna tell you. Try to do everything very deliberately, slow it down or speed it up accordingly, but not to mash it. There you go. See, now you're getting cleaner and cleaner responses. This is huge progress over the course of the years.
I have trouble getting my command throws to come out.
Yeah, this is what we're working on right now.
Like that was supposed to be forward.
That was neutral, but yeah. If you mess up your command throws, it's going to give you neutral throw a lot of times.
Okay. So that. There's a forward throw.
So now I'm going to give you another project here. Or I'm going to show you something really quick.
Okay.
We're going to still do the same drill. I'm just going to test something out.
Okay.
I'm going to show you the next point, but I don't want you to overthink it. So.
The next point?
So I want you to low punch. Yeah, keep doing the same drill, okay? Let's keep doing this drill. Very nice. That was good. That was good. That was not. So this is the next part, right? This is how you punish someone that's low punch right away, right? So go ahead and you try it. So do elbow punch.
Elbow punch and then...
Just do a single elbow. Okay, if you want to do this drill, you're doing a single elbow into 1 P plus K.
Okay.
It's not the best thing. This is just only if you start seeing somebody actually doing low punch against you. And this is a little advanced for where you're at right now. But I'm just showing you. Perfect. That was perfect. That worked. Don't try to mash it. Yeah, just try to be deliberate. You work on it. You're getting comfortable with the motion. The stick likes to be at neutral, right? If the stick was at any other direction than neutral, you'll probably mess this input up. But if you go neutral into 1 P plus K, it's usually kind of easy when you get used to it.
I can read the notation, but saying the notation's hard.
Perfect. By the way, do you know the combo from 1 P plus K?
No.
You can do this. 1 P plus K into 9K plus G. So, down back, punch and kick, right? Into up forward, kick and guard P. Yeah. Yes. So you do elbow into 1 P plus K. There you go.
And I got forward instead.
It's okay. it takes a while to get used to these motions and going from neutral. Especially like we're not used to doing up forward so quickly like that, right? Or up forward so like directly. And this game makes you do that. So of course you're gonna lose to that, but low punch will be. There you go.
I started mashing the button instead of.
But this tech, you only want to do this tech when somebody is clearly doing low punches after your elbows, right? It's something you don't do normally. Normally, you just go ahead and do elbows, and then you would fuzzy guard. This is the normal thing you're supposed to do, right? The normal thing is to do a crouch dash into a standing guard. So, because this is the fuzzy guard training, but yeah. But I do want you to know that against Lao, most people should just low punching. Like if I see a Lao that keeps doing elbow punch, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna low punch. I'm gonna crouch attack their like that punch because it's a high attack. It's not guaranteed. And if it's not guaranteed, a high attack is really weak to a lot of stuff. In fact, try this. Block the or you do elbow punch to me, okay? Do elbow punch to me. Good. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Alright, good to know. Now this is the hard one, but I don't want you to do this yet, because I think you're not ready to do this yet. But that is like the really scary thing. When you read a high, is this up knife that we talked about. That is advanced though. Let's not go there until we've cleaned up your inputs on normal stuff. All right.
Okay.
But what I will tell you though is you can still work on this. Can you do 4P plus KP? This is a hard one to use in matches though right now, because first I want to get you the speed with the basic boxing, right? Right. So let's go back to sparring, okay? Now that we've done the drills, let's go back to sparring and how we.
Okay.
And you can see how this. Yeah. So well, this is just that I read your low punch. That's all. So this is.
I don't want to do the low punch.
Gotcha. Very good. Nice block. Nice. So here, all I did, I blocked your side kick and I just did an elbow, which is, I have a lot of frames to do that elbow, but I did it, and that elbow just stopped pretty much almost any attack.
Yeah, so the biggest thing I think I've picked up is I'm trying to rush inputs too much.
Kind of. It's a bit of both. Earlier when we fought, maybe because you were rusty, you were kind of like not sure what to do yet, so you took time to attack, right? You weren't responding sharply, and then when you were trying to respond, you were kind of mashing to try to get what you were trying to get.
I think I was responding a lot better last night.
Yeah, that's okay. But right now you're doing better than it's
done. I did a little bit of training today, but I didn't fight any actual games today.
No problem. So fighting against the computer is really good for training how sharp you need to be, right? Very good.
I know I'm just trying to grab too much.
In this case, actually, you were appropriately trying to attack, but I did a frame trap on you because that is why 4P plus KP is really good. I got you to block 4P plus KP, which put you at -1, and then I low punched you.
And then I
See?
messed that
There you
up.
go. Good. Very good. Alright, let's fight.
the big throw.
Very good. Alright.
I
guessed wrong.
that kick.
I just guessed wrong, so.
I wasn't trying to do a kick at all. I was just holding guard.
I see. I think I know what happened then, but...
Okay.
Very nice.
Now I'm dead. Okay. Oh, that's not the button I wanted.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is also not the button I wanted. I wanted to try and do a guard break, but I messed up.
Gotcha. We'll get there. Nice.
Not exactly what I practiced, but it'll do. Oh, I couldn't duck fast enough.
Yeah. This is the hard thing with the online on this game, though, is that one of the things that does get slower compared to playing offline is low blocking on reaction. It's just that you almost have to low block on read in this game, which is kind of mean, but it is kind of a factor on the online. When you play offline, the low block on reaction is easier to do. It's not that way off, but it's there, so it's a factor. Good. Very good throw escapes.
And I was not holding forward. And I was not holding back.
Very nice.
And I was not holding the button.
This move is so mean when you have spacing. So, I will mostly do the sweep version if I do this. It's not because that's the good one to do, actually. The better one's usually to do the 4K, but they're all punishable. So if I do go string crazy, it should get punished. It's really risky to do. You can still block this even after getting hit with all this. So you can still low block this sweep and then punish. So then you want to launch him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's on.
Oh, I was expecting the cat roll, so I didn't respond. Oh, I was trying to do jab cancels, but I failed.
Yeah.
Because some of them just hitting the guard button too fast.
No, it's like I knew you were gonna start attacking there. I was just like, he's gonna attack now, or he's gonna try to throw, and so that's when I went for the attack. The hard part about the Koke one is that if from front, it's not it doesn't guarantee you much. I think, or maybe it does. It's kind of hard.
My Koke move did not come out. I pressed it.
If you block a rising attack, you can do an elbow.
I tried to do an elbow back.
Almost. That was the right thing. You can still block that. You almost got it.
Is it time
There you go.
Really tight?
You just got to do it a little bit. And you can still block
I
it.
missed it down.
There you go. But I'm teaching you the timing. So the thing is you got to do it a little quick, but you got to do it cleanly. You don't have to rush it. It's just that a lot of people are just sitting there taking their time when they do it, and that's why they're late. So it's like, well, you still got to do it relatively fast, but make sure you're doing it cleanly.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm giving you the situation so that you'll be more relaxed when it comes. I wish more people did this with me, right? So this is.
I try to, but a lot of the times you, due to time zones, you usually do it really late.
Yeah. So we'll just keep fighting. It's good, but I will mix it in. So it is going to be a check because I do want to train you to punish. So. Nice. Perfect.
Except I did not do the 3 right.
It's gonna be fun. This has been fun training, so I hope you enjoy this training. So.
Yeah, because right now this is just reaction training, right?
Well, it's response training, right? It's just making sure you know that this is what you need to be doing in your matches, including me, right? It gives me something to work on too. And it gives you combo practice too. Alright, we'll fight. That was beautiful. That was so good. So if you're late, I am gonna punish it because I'm working on my punish too. And so the punish is this palm, right? The punish to the 3P plus K is this palm. So we're gonna practice. We're gonna fight. I'm sometimes gonna do the PPP 2K, but not always. But sometimes I will do it. Okay. And it's just good to be able to train yourself to punish, because I would like to have that sharp response myself.
So I gotta work on that mashing.
You're doing really good though. You responded well to half of this sequence really well. Awesome.
I should have been able to do something about that crumple,
Yep.
but I did not react to it. Okay.
Very good. So now it's like, okay, I know you're gonna throw, so now I'll launch, right? So it's like, but yeah.
I was expecting a sweep and then I got launched.
Yes. All right, we'll continue same training.
Oh, I should have broken that. I was blocking game. I'm dead.
This move is so good, Hadouken. It just goes straight into a mix-up so fast before they realize. It's a really hard one to see if you until you're used to it. So. So you'll still be able to block, but it's hard because if you hit another button, it makes it harder to do. It's a hard one to react to, but that's why I'm also doing it a lot. Is a lot of your Lao opponents in like the group sessions, like Jthor for example, will do this PPP 2K. So that's another reason I'm doing this training a lot. So you get used to.
I really want to be able to do like the back turn combo, but I can never like set it up safely. Yeah. By the time I do the move, I'm already getting hit.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
Very cool looking combo.
It is.
I pressed punch for some reason. I mean, it's still mashing.
Oh, that's the.
And I messed it up.
Very nice.
I mean, if a jab kills, you don't need to do anything fancy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting run out now. I can kill that way, that's fine. And I messed up the thing.
Nice. That was a good idea. That was a brilliant idea. Really excellent response. That is the correct response to that situation.
What, doing that?
Yeah, because you're trying to crush the
When
low
you push
punch.
you back, does it actually give you like some form of evasion, or no?
Kind of.
I'm trying to grab too much. My opponent's... The kick is hard.
Which one? The wall standing kick?
Yeah.
Yeah, until you get. You're using stick, right?
Yeah.
But it seems like you have a good handle on it, though. I love it. It's good at training you to do crouch dashing, because crouch dashing is so good in this game.
I feel like crouch dash is like the hardest input in the game.
Really? I love it on stick. I like slamming the stick into the
Like, I
corner.
think it's the only thing that feels somewhat difficult, because sometimes I get it right away, and other times that I can't get it.
Gotcha.
It's like, it's not that it's hard, it's that it feels inconsistent for me.
Well, there is a difference between when you buffer it and when you're doing it in neutral, so that's probably what it is the difference between neutral and doing it. Nice tech.
Like, right there I tried to do it, and and I got a knee.
I see, so you end up getting 6k. Got it.
Yeah. Either end up getting 6k or neutral, okay?
Nice.
I crouch down. I don't know why I went for a grab. I don't know why I wanted to grab.
Yeah, grab is definitely the worst option in this case because he's crouching.
I don't know why I want to grab. Why am I doing the minimum?
Trying to just get
Why am I
yourself.
doing that instead of the?
You're doing
Why
neutral
am I
P plus
making it
K.
Neutral.
Yeah, somehow you're getting
Instead of the
neutral P
3.
plus K. You. That's a weird one.
Getting neutral instead of 3. I'm holding 3.
Don't hold 3. Tap 3 P and K at the same time.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah.
pre-hold 3.
Yeah.
Definitely don't pre-hold 3 in this case. I'm gonna test it. I'm probably gonna get the same thing you just got by pre-holding 3, and that would be the reason. Well, that's odd. I can do it. I can do it by pre-holding 3. Okay, but normally I wouldn't pre-hold 3. That's interesting. Might be how you're pressing guard. Okay. Anyhow. Very nice.
Oh, I couldn't block out at all. Oh, missed it.
Part of the reason I train you on the low punch is to avoid this trap of the koke of elbow punch koke into Hadouken. Like it's hit you a lot whenever you've hit a button here. So yeah.
I guess I shouldn't worry too much about Kobe stance, right?
Not yet, yeah. It's a really good stance, but I think right now let's master the normal moves. And let's master the sharp responses, so. Nice.
Okay. Oh, you didn't finish. You dropped the combo.
Yep, I dropped it. Very nice. Excellent. It's okay. You still got
No
damage.
point in finishing a combo. You're already dead.
Perfect.
Oh.
Very good game.
Well, at least I have. Well, it looks like I might at least have that combo down.
You do? You should keep it up.
Of those past like handful of times, I messed it up once.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of matches to get things down. It really does. For everyone, including me. So.
I was not ready to do a combo that time.
Yeah.
forward. I have to play a lot more calm, then I get better results. Oh, that was decent. I stayed at 1 health for a long time.
Very good.
I was mashing a little bit.
Yeah. It's okay. You got the advantage, though. Lao's got his ultimate crane kick here. So if you block this palm, this thing is like gonna get you. So you gotta kind of defend. You gotta guard or evade in that case.
Yeah. I'm just too focused on getting an attack that I'm not guarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. I almost got the full time. Yeah, but you can still dodge out of that one. Yeah.
I need to learn how to consistently do the while rising kick after combos, right?
It's a good thing to work on, but right now, the most important is being sharp with responses here, like situational responses, because that's how you're gonna prevent people from attacking you. Right now, you are used to more of a patient rhythm, and it does work for you, but it is going to be hard when people realize they can start rushing you in a certain way, and it does have certain vulnerabilities to it. So right now, knowing when you can just do like an elbow right away, or when you can like push back really quick and take seized initiative is important, and then responding right away to these. So like right here, it was just, okay, I blocked that. Oh, I've got a lot of advantage, so I'm going to elbow right here, right? Like that right there, right? And then that's when I do that, that's when I'm actually looking for the like the red spark, right? If I get the red spark, it's like, okay, throw or mid, you know? Very nice. So this is what we call playing frame tight. It's important to work on it, right? But it's good to play at your pace too, just as long as you understand how to play the pace the opponent's imposing on you. And you're doing very well actually with some of it, so good. I think the thing that you mostly get tagged on is like if I block something good of yours, I can usually counter hit you right away after. I think that's the only thing that I'm seeing that is where I'm like, okay, this is what you want to improve on, is not getting counter hit, right? Is knowing that like to block right away there. And that's where elbow is really good. Elbows is a really good like, oh, I blocked something, I'll do the elbow sweep right here, and that it just got you, right? Good. So now this is the classic what I said, like if I see elbow punch, I'm gonna low punch and throw or something, right? So if I see like loose highs, I train myself to do low punch right away and mix up right away. And usually it's not even mix up, usually it's just low punch throw if I know that they kind of know that they should defend. But some people I'll switch it to like low punch uppercut, you know. So the thing that you got messed up with, we trained you on elbow punch, right? But remember a jab elbow. Jab elbow means you can't duck this one here, right? This is jab elbow. So you don't want to duck this elbow here. That's the problem. So this one, you still want to kind of block high, you know? Yeah. Like basically your response is if you block the jab, you got to hold in there again and deal with the elbow. But there actually is a punish. I'll show you the punish. It's hard. Let's practice the punish. The punish for jab elbow is really hard to do. You shouldn't try to do it most of the time unless you're feeling super sharp. How do you know you're feeling super sharp, that everything is working as you need to, your timing is perfect, right? So block, hold block. This is jab elbow, right? This actually is punishable. But to punish it, you have to evade the moment that this jab touches you. You got to punch in and evade, and then you got to PK him when he does the elbow, like right away. Like you don't even watch. You got to just do it. So it's elbow PK is like the elbow punch is like the punish. Elbow and then punch. And then when I say PK, I'm saying P and then K, right? This, right? So, but you have to like buffer the evade. The moment this jab touches your guard is when you have to you have to be evading. Online you can evade slightly earlier, but basically you're gonna evade the elbow, and then you have like a couple frames you can do a PK punish. If you want to try it, go ahead and try it against me. Do jab and elbow, and I'll show you. So P, then guard cancel, then 6P, right? Guard cancel. And block. Just try do elbow, punch, jab, elbow, and then block.
Punch, elbow.
So you gotta do punch, guard, cancel. That way it doesn't do a string, right? The only way to do this is punch, guard. Punch, then guard, cancel. Punch, then guard, cancel. Right? Show me 5 jabs in a row. Yes. You can't wait it, you have to guard, cancel. If you wait it, it won't work. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now you have to. Let me show it to you. Okay, first stand guard, keep guarding. I'm doing rapid punches. Okay, because I'm doing guard because I'm tapping guard to guard cancel, so it will not do a string. I'm telling it do not do a string. Punch guard, punch guard, punch guard, punch. Okay. Switch positions. Okay, so. To do that, now I can do punch, elbow, jab, elbow, jab, elbow. This is one of the most important sequences in the game.
Oh, and you have to guard cancel that.
You have to. In VF, you should guard cancel. You shouldn't try to not, like, wherever, like, if you know you're not going to do the string, you should guard cancel so you can get the full frame benefit, so you can input the next move right away. If you don't do it, you can't try to wait it out. If you try to wait it out, there's too much inaccuracy. There's too much chance you're not going to do what you want. There's too much chance the opponent's going to low punch you when you tried to elbow.
Okay.
That's why you have to guard cancel. Like, I have to, like, tell people, you must guard cancel. Like, yes, there's no guard button in Tekken. Doesn't matter. VF has a guard button. And the guard button allows us to tell the game what exactly what we want to do. Perfect. Right? So jab, elbow. Yep. Yep. So this sequence is really strong because the reason this sequence is strong is now go ahead and keep doing jabs. Good. So as long as you do this low punch, I can't low punch you, right? This is why you cannot low punch somebody that when you block someone's jab, you shouldn't low punch because you go ahead and do jab, elbow, yeah. Right? Exactly. And you want to know what's happening? It's not that your elbow is hitting me before my low punch. What's happening is your elbow, when you do this, your elbow is hitting the same time that my low punch does, but in VF the greater damage wins. And which has higher damage, the elbow or the low punch? The elbow does more damage than the low punch, so the elbow wins.
Yeah.
So in this game, when we do this jab elbow, they can't low punch back. But I told you there's 2 things they can do though. Okay? And the 2 things that they can do, most people won't do, and you would probably get like 5 jab elbows before somebody starts doing against you. Unless you're fighting one of the stronger players in the country. Or me, right? So here, I'll show you how to counter it. So first do the jab elbow. And I'm gonna low punch to make sure we're doing this properly. Yep, perfect. Yep. When this happens, you know you're doing this right.
And then you step it.
That is the punish. Elbow PK. However, I have to input right away. I cannot wait. If I evade and I wait and watch and then hit the jab, that jab is not guaranteed. It's only guaranteed in like if I do this right away.
And then the mix up from that would be
jab throw.
Right?
Yeah, so go ahead and jab throw, yeah. Punch guard and guard cancel it, right? Yeah. So jab throw, yeah. Or this time you practice. So first, when we practice this, I want you to block the high punch and do a low punch. Okay? Even though it's the wrong thing, I want you to practice it. So I'm gonna do this, so you gotta block. Right? And we'll know that you're doing it correctly if you go red. So you want a low punch. Okay, you're already trying to evade. What are you trying to do? Which option are you trying to do?
I was evading, but he didn't move.
It's hard. It's hard. This is something where I'm giving you an answer, but I'm telling you you probably won't be able to do this in a match for a long time. Okay, because jab happens so fast. But I'm just showing you what the answer is. That's all.
Those are like high level basics.
This is when you get to high level. At basic,
Yeah.
I will tell you this: 95% of the opponents in the country cannot have trouble dealing with jab elbow, and that's why you should do it anyways. And you do it even in Japan. I do this. Even in Asia, I will do this. Jab elbow, you must learn. But I am telling you there is an answer, and the answer is evade PK, right? So the moment that you block this jab, you evade, and then you do PK after. But you don't mash the PK. You got to figure out that timing. You do evade and then you input the PK, but you got to wait a moment because an evade actually takes 23 frames. And that's why if you just tap up neutral PK is not going to come out. You gotta evade, and then around the time that your character is almost recovered, then you hit PK. It's very hard to do this. I mean, I can do it. It's very hard to do this. Because a lot of people, it takes a while to get fast to react to this. Like, part of it is that a lot of fighting games train you to react after contact. VF wants you to react before contact. Like, VF is not that like you have a faster reflex, right? The reflex is your response when you see what you're looking for. VF is not saying you have to have a faster reflex, but it's telling you need to start your reflex what you're responding to is something that's happening sooner. This concept is very confusing. It's not intuitive, but what it means is a lot of people wait to hit and then they react. VF, you can actually react a little before that. You can that's why I keep emphasizing you predict what's going to happen. In this case, for example, you do it, you can see that I can do it no problem, and that's because I'm not responding. Like I'm looking at the jab, but go ahead and do jab elbow to me. Right, perfect. Do this 5 times in a row. 5. Now I'll do the other one. Right. Go ahead and do it. Nope.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
I guess that means I was hitting the button too fast, right?
Something like that. Good. Yeah, if you try to rush, doesn't work too well. You got to do there is a rhythm because as generous as VF's input buffer is, it's 12 frames. It's not 20 frames. And when you mash, it's like you're expecting it to be a 20 frame buffer. It's a 12 frame buffer, which is which is more time, which is slower and more time than, say, a lot of other games have like a 6 or 8 frame buffer. This has got a 12 frame buffer. There you go. But when you see these blue sparks, that means because I got it guaranteed. This was side recovery hit. Right? And that was because I did the slow of it and I waited. Because I kind of have a feeling that you might be slow.
Is that supposed to be unblockable, or are you supposed to be able to block that after the sidestep?
You can, okay, so let me clarify here. This thing has very tight timing, which is also why I say at high level, like this is a high level thing. I won't normally go for this against you, because in a match, okay, just hold guard, okay? Hold guard, block me. There you go. So in a real match, like when I'm playing development league, a lot of people aren't doing this tight, like, and they're supposed to. But when you play this tight, the downside is there are counter options, right? Like this is guaranteed against it because I'm evading on like the first frame or the second frame of the attack. So that's why it's guaranteed there. Okay, but when I fight some opponents that are not as sharp, right? Solari is playing frame tight. So with Solari, I can do evade punish. You don't actually play frame tight normally. You do sometimes. And it is, first of all, I have to say, it is better to play frame tight. It's better to play frame tight than not. But when you do play frame tight, this game starts to open up, like, advanced options to punish. Evade is one of them. So evade becomes better against people that are playing frame tight. Those blue flashes is because I'm getting side recovery hit, and they are guaranteed. And so you're not able to block them. So that's why I was like, jab elbow does have a weakness. But, one, I have to be doing jab elbow properly. Meaning with, like, the buffer properly. I have to be doing it frame tight. And then when I'm doing it frame tight, it is punishable because then you can count on... Because now your evade becomes a stronger option. Because PK is guaranteed after evade, but barely punishable. If I do the elbow late and you evade, then you're gonna evade later. Then you're going to not get as much advantage, so you won't have the guaranteed punish.
Alright. So how do I practice tightening up the inputs then?
You go to training mode, you set the AI to block and do a low punch. So like what we're doing here, right? And then you practice jab elbow. So, and then, right? Yeah. And if you beat the low punch, if you counter hit the low punch, you're doing it properly. Right? Yeah. And this is important for Lao. But again, you want to be able to play the conditioning game. So you want to know there's that, right? And similarly, like when somebody low punches, right? Go ahead and do like 6K when you block the low punch, right? So when you do training mode AI, the training mode AI does this a lot, right? And technically, if you block, is it 6K? Let me see. You mash low punch. Yeah. Yeah. So 6K works, right? So like if you block low punch and use 6K, right? It's really powerful. Technically, you can do that. The standard response is elbow because elbow is easier because elbow is faster than 6K by a frame. And so what happens is that at advanced level, this is what they're watching. If you're doing like low punch, they're watching to see if you'll actually block and do an elbow right away, right? So I mash low punch, and 6K is a good one, right? Yeah, 6K is the best one. So I'm going to show you the beginner special, but it's not a true combo, okay? So I'm going to mash low punch and you're going to do 6K. So we'll practice this first, then I'll show you then I'll show you what to do against the opponent. But I will tell you, they can break it. Okay? If they're expecting it, they can break it. So you try to do 6K. Blocking 6K, okay? There you go. It's hard to do. And it's because you got to input that 6K the moment that this thing touches your leg. So you're holding guard. And remember, low punch is an EX low. You can block standing. So there you go. Now you try it. Now you mash low punch for 1 round, okay? So this is what you want to train yourself to do. Okay. So I'm going to mash low punch this time.
Okay.
And I'm only going to do it twice, so... So you got to block the first one, and you got to count. You don't have much time, so...
Oh.
There you go.
So as soon as it connects, I have to hit.
Yep. Because low punch doesn't have much stun.
That's how much for too early.
It's because
That was too
low punch, jab, elbow, and low punch don't have much stun at all.
That was too late. That was too late.
There you go.
I was on time.
Yep. So you want to, like, you can record the AI dashing forward and doing, like, 3 low punches in a row. And that'll help you work on this drill. Yep.
I don't know why you did forward again.
No, you're doing 9K. There you go.
That was early. That was late. That was correct.
Don't worry. It really does take a lot of practice. You'll get it. That's why I'm working with you.
No, I'm at the stream bot.
Yeah, it's bot. Promotion bot. There's tons of them. Is my stream frozen? Okay. Hey, it's Strawbot. Yeah. Now, like I said, people can stagger break this, so you need to understand that Lau gets a mix-up. He doesn't actually get a combo from this. But not many people in America are going to break the stagger. Online. Offline is easier. Like, online, this is just slightly harder than it is online. But it's more that people are just not ready. People should know that when they Abare against Lau, it's very possible that they will get staggered. So whenever they choose to Abare, they should just know it's possible.
So that's something I'm going to have to practice a lot on my own.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you want to practice the stagger too.
What do I do after I get the stagger?
6P plus KP, this one. So try it, 6P plus KP. That's what you do.
That one?
Yeah, then you'll figure out the combo after that. So. It's okay, don't feel embarrassed though. A lot of people... There you go. That one was 6P plus K, either 6P or P plus K again. But
and then you do this after it.
Because you want to do this one, the one that his hand goes up on the second one. So it's just 6P plus K and then P. Yeah.
And you do not want to be holding a direction, otherwise they'll get knocked down instead of up.
Yeah, this game you really want to tap your inputs. Like this game likes precision. It likes clean inputs. Really does. Really does.
Mm-hmm. And my inputs are not super clean.
It takes a long time for everybody to clean their inputs, and it took me a long time. So.
Oops.
Very good.
That was not the button.
That was actually the right one.
Oh, I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, I got it. So that's how a good player should do it. Which should be able to beat it. But you did the right move. You did the right move. I'm also working on the stagger break. So I'm working on the stagger break because you can break it. So Part of it's timing, part of it's technique. There you go.
And then I didn't do the follow-up after it because I'm not practicing it.
You're just not used to doing the move yet, so you kind of, I think you held forward. Let me see. You hit 6 P plus K and you hit P plus K again. That's what you did. This is when you hit P plus K twice. Okay? But the move you want is just P at the end. 6P plus K and then P at the end. See how his hand goes up in the air? It's an uppercut?
Yeah.
That's the one you want. That's the one that's going to cause...
If his hand goes straight, then you've messed up.
Yeah, if his hand goes straight, you press P plus K again. But the hand goes straight's a good move. It's a mid. It's actually a very good move.
But it also doesn't knock them upward, so you can't get follow-ups after it.
Yeah, correct, yeah. This move doesn't normally launch, but on stagger it really launches. So, like, if it can hit somebody that's staggering, it does quite a bit. There are situations where this thing pops people up, so. But most of the time it does not.
Okay.
So, yeah. So it's tricky to learn this, but, you know. There you go. There you go. So you got good reward for that, so.
Wow.
If you want to practice the combo, you just set the AI to counter hit. And you just practice on the AI doing counter hit, yeah.
Oops. Alright.
Alright. So those are good things to work on. I'm just going to show you something for the sake of the workshop, but we're not going to work on it. Okay, so this is 4P plus K, right? And this is 4P plus KP. Such a good move. If I want you to block in low punch, okay? And you kind of already know the answer here. Because this is +1, because this is +1 on block. Now, I want you to low guard. Go ahead and low guard right now. Now, when you low guard, this does no damage to you. But this is guaranteed. That punch is guaranteed.
Oh, it frame traps.
Yeah, so go ahead and crouch block. So crouch. Crouch, okay? Yeah. So this is now this becomes a +4, right? So I can do elbow, right? I can even do this move. I can even do 6P plus K. 6P plus K is good at +4. If you hit somebody with a low punch, you can do this right away. But not if they block, of course. See? So, yeah. But this is +1. So this is +1, then I low punch. That's the standard, it's the low punch. Now, you're Lao. You did the right thing in a match one time. One time you blocked this full sequence. I'm +1, and you did this, and you beat my low punch. It was really brilliant. So go ahead and let's practice that, okay? So standing guard, you're gonna block these 2 hits. Yes, just exactly like that. Perfect. That's what you want to do against Lao, okay? At least if you see him doing this. The main thing is you want to see them doing it before you... So that gets a little advanced for you, but I just want you to understand. But just because there's an answer doesn't mean you have to worry about it. You need... In this game, when you know there's an answer for something, that doesn't mean you should not do something. What it means is you should do something until your opponent actually gives the answer. In this, when you play this way, it's easier to see what your opponent's doing, and it's easier to force your game. And when they don't have the correct answer, you get to keep doing the same thing over. That's a really strong principle in Virtua Fighter. Right? In Tekken, you know there's this answer, and so a lot of time that's a reason to not do the thing. Right? Like, but you still need to watch and see that your opponent knows the answer. You know? So even in Tekken, you still kind of provoke. So in this game, you should do the things that have answers. Like, you should do a good launcher. And then if your opponent punishes, then you can change how much you do it. But just because there is an answer doesn't mean you should be afraid to do it. Okay. Um, but you should just at least understand what the answer is, and then understand. Okay, let's test the opponent. And if you have this mindset of testing the opponent, get better. So that's why learning how to play frame tight is really important. And that's why, because then you start learning more direct answers, and you start seeing if the opponent can or cannot do stuff. If they can play frame tight, then there's a lot more mind games that are going to happen on both sides. But if they don't play frame tight, you get to have your way with them though. Like there's a lot of problems for not playing frame tight, even though there are good, predictable answers when people play frame tight. Not playing frame tight just makes the opponent's attacks better, and that's why like as a beginner you're gonna be like, well, if they have an answer and if evade is good against this, then shouldn't I just like not play frame tight? And the answer is you should play frame tight, and then you should learn the answers, and then you should learn how to play with the fact that there are answers. But if you don't play frame tight, you're making your opponent's attacks better, period, across the board, right?
Frame tight means like you're more consistent, and more consistent means that you're winning more than you're losing.
Right. Well, if you're playing frame tight, this launcher doesn't work in a lot of situations. But if you're waiting too much, this thing just has a good chance of hitting you, because you have a better chance you have a higher chance at being slow, at not forcing the situation. The weakness of this move, there's two weaknesses. One is that yes, it is guard punishable, and two is that it's a slow attack. Because it's a slow attack, it's already disadvantaged. But if your defense, if you're the defense in this game is counter offense. Like the proper way to defend is to throw the elbow out when you have +2 or better. The reason being is the elbow is going to stop this launcher. Okay? But if you're playing slow, this launcher has become better. If you play slow, your opponent's launcher, the 20-frame launcher, is now acting more like a 15-frame launcher. Everybody wished they had this as a 15-frame launcher. You know? So, that's why playing frame tight is important. This game has a paper, rock, scissors with that, though. It says, okay, but when people start playing it according to the frames, then there's a new game, and that is how to like counter things, and they're more predictable. It's easier to manage in a way, but it does require more practice and technique.
But if that's the case, wouldn't that mean the launcher is just generally just bad?
Kind of, yeah. Well, it means it's more risky, right? But the launcher in VF is good. So why is launcher in VF good? Because when you predict your opponent's going to throw, it's really, really good. This launcher, you should be doing it when the opponent throws. When you know that the opponent's the opponent likes to do this. Okay, so I already told you about the jab elbow. Then I said jab elbow has an answer. The problem, and you correctly was like, okay, but if now they start doing evade, then shouldn't I just do jab throw? Yes. So then what do you do against somebody that's doing jab throw? You launch them. You go take the jab and you launch, right? So now we just have answers upon answers, but now we're in the realm of predicting each other. And when we're in the realm of reading each other...
Launch. My answer was duck.
Yeah. Duck is hard. But yeah, duck is good. Duck works. To be honest, actually, I'll show you another. I'll show you there is a fuzzy guard against jab elbow. And that is to do 2G, 5G. So you try to do jab elbow and jab throw, okay?
Okay. Ow.
This is why you see us doing 2G a lot in matches, right? This is fuzzy guard. At -2, 2G, right? 5G, yeah. I just have to time it well. And so I'm trying to duck the throw, and I'm trying to stand guard the elbow. And the elbow is 4 frames slower than the throw. So all I have to do is duck the throw and then standing block. Yeah. But of course, this only works now. If you delay your throw, I will stand up into the throw, and that's the punish for fuzzy guard, right? But also, Another punish for fuzzy guard. Guard break. Jab into guard break. Yeah.
Wait, is it? I thought you said that comboed.
Don't. Yeah, it does. You just have to do it faster.
Or were they just doing it too slow?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Oh, and that time I wasn't ready for the thing. For the combo after it.
Yep, so it's more stuff to practice, but we'll work on it. I'm going to go to dinner, but I'm going to have dinner now, but I had a lot of fun doing this session with you, and I think it helps a lot, but I am saying right now I think our goal for my recommendation, you can develop however you want. My recommendation is getting better at being more frame tight. Now, that is going to open you up to certain... It's going to make opponents evade you more. But I want you to be able to play frame tight, so then we can work on the stuff about how to deal with people that do the other things. But I will say throwing beats people that sidestep.
So that is different than what I thought I needed, and that was just generally better defensive.
So, in this game, a lot of games defense is block and wait your turn. Okay? But go ahead and low punch me. Again. Okay?
And in a lot of games, defense is also avoid getting hit and take back your turn.
Right. But this game, it's take back your turn in a way, but not exactly, okay? So low punch, right? Let's do the low punch again. Mash low punch. Right? This is proper defense. Blocking your low punch and then doing a mid right away. That is proper defense. Okay? Because you can't mash, right? Mash jab strings at me. Do jab strings at me. Try to hit me with jab strings. No, jab strings, not single jab.
I was hitting the buttons too bad.
Yeah.
Hitting guard too fast.
Okay. Right. The proper defense in VF is not just holding guard, but guarding is a good defensive action. Right? But if you really want to control your opponent, you use the frames that they give you. And when you block stuff and you respond, especially with either a mid and later a throw, that's proper defense. Like, doing the mid is a really big part, because now they can't do weird stuff, right? For example, somebody does like this, right? Somebody
immediately did that.
Right. And so an important part to be able to play this game defensively, you should be able to attack again. You should be able to act. If you can't act, you can't defend properly, because then you're just gonna... So what happened earlier on when I felt like you were just holding guard, suddenly coming at you and doing stuff like this became good, right? Because you're just holding guard and you're waiting. So I'm like, okay, I don't have to play a guessing game. He's just doing this. And normally an elbow would stop me, but I can just keep doing this. This thing is so slow, right?
Because I'm not answering with elbow.
Yeah, well, because you're not using what the game gives you to just stop to... I think in Japan, when they say block, block and guard's two different things. This is guard, right? Blocking is like shutting options down, right? So like throwing an elbow at +2 is like a block, right? It's like they are, so like you're blocking off attacks, right? Because why? Because this thing beats low, right? This thing beats 2P. This thing beats high punch, right? But this just beats all three. If the frames help it, when it has the frames, the opponent can't do much. So it's really important to throw like an elbow here, or 6P plus K. When you have +4, you can do this. When you have +2, you can do elbow. And knowing that, it doesn't mean you always do it, but it means it's a really good idea. It's as good as blocking after being blocked, right? Is that okay? Now that I've got advantage, so like if you do like, I don't know, But the game, same thing. When I said do when opponent keeps doing when Lao keeps doing elbow punch, this is not guaranteed. You can low punch even if this normal hits. You can low punch. Yeah. So like, go ahead and do elbow punch at me rapidly. Just keep doing it nonstop to me. Okay. So if it hits, it's guaranteed, right? So I have to block the first one or miss, right? So the good thing is that as long as the elbow hits, then the palm is guaranteed. But they have to actually hit with the elbow. If they don't, and so for me, whenever I do that elbow, sometimes you see me do like elbow punch without hesitation, and that's because I know I'm going to hit the elbow. Like I'm just like, this situation, this elbow is guaranteed. Like it's for sure I'm going to hit this thing. So then I do the palm. That's why I'm so confident in doing that. Especially when I evade people, I kind of know like, oh, elbow's going to work here, and then elbow punch, you know. But yeah, but this is a part of strong defense. The real defense of this game is actually doing fuzzy guard. This is good defense. He blocks my elbow. I crouch dash into a standing guard. I cannot do 2G, right? I cannot do this one though. This was too slow. So here's the thing. I think I taught you this a long time ago when you first started. When so like when the opponent attacks and I hit 2G, I will snap into 2G. I'll snap into crouching against an attack. Okay, when their hit frames happen. But I will not snap into crouch against a throw. Because of this, I have to manually crouch under a throw. I cannot just like hold 2G and hope that my character will just instantly duck the throw. It doesn't work that way. That's why this takes 5 frames. This crouch dash, 5 frames to crouch. I crouched in 5 frames when I do this. But when I do this, 7 frames. This takes 7 frames to crouch a throw. So, that's why when the opponent does jab elbow or jab throw, when the opponent does jab throw, like does this, then like basically it's 8 frames. So I end up ducking the frame before, and I'm still ducking the frame after that, and then I'm standing guard after that. So that's why this thing works in that situation, but elbow is this. So can you do elbow and guard cancel it against me? Just do like 5 elbows in a row with guard cancel.
Would, but I need to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay. All right. No problem. So, yeah. Thanks a lot, and I'll let you go to the bathroom. I'm going to go have dinner. But this was a lot of fun, and yeah, feel free to ask me later again if you want me to rewrite some of these drills, and I'll write them down for you in the group chat. So, yeah, they're really good stuff to work on. All right. So, all right, I hope everybody had a good one. I had a great time. I like this move from Lao. This move is really nuts. If Lao counter hits with this first one, it's a launch. And I think if he recovery hits, he might even get this too. It is, it's an insane move, but the main thing is you gotta get good at what to do with it when they block, when they crouch. When they crouch is really important. And when it hits, and knowing that when they crouch, you know that the second one's gonna hit. And that's going to give you a +4. It's really, really good. Really, really good. It's an insane move. So, anyways, everyone have a good one. Lao is a really fun character. He's a very skill-based character. He's a character that rewards reacting properly, watching properly, and situation checking really well. He's a high-skill character, actually. He does his mix-up game is not the best, but it's there, and it is still good. It's just that it's more about pressure. Hey Nelly, how you doing? Good to see you. Really, really good to see you. So, yeah, I'm having so much fun playing with Lao, forcing me to watch, forcing me to react a bit better. Yeah, Nessa gang's awesome. So. We'll try to do more character workshops. But sometimes the workshop just means it's a player workshop, and sometimes for the players, just really ironing those basics. I'll tell you some quick stuff. I can't teach that much Lao because I'm only teaching very basic Lao stuff, but here's the Lao stuff I will show on the stream right now. Right. No. So today we were mostly focusing basics. I did show counter Lao stuff, right? I told, I mean, this is stuff you kind of know already, right? So we know that like jab elbow is good, but I taught the weakness of jab elbow, right? The weakness of jab elbow is once somebody is playing jab elbow games. Now, of course, 13 frame punish or 11 frame jabbers can stop jab elbow by jabbing, and then there's a new game that opens there. And generic opponents, what they can do is they can evade punish an elbow that's being done whenever there's a jab elbow. As long as it's being done frame tight, you can evade and you get a free PK punish. However, then that opens up to jab throw, and then jab throw opens up to launcher, and then of course jab. Actually, when people do jab elbow, you can just fuzzy guard. You just fuzzy guard after blocking. We know this. This is basics. Nelly knows this. Lao stuff. So I also said elbow punch is Lao players need to confirm hitting with elbow punch because elbow punch is bad because it loses to this. And so I was training. I ended up realizing that this needed to be taught to. That this needs to be reminded to haste to like low punch is important here. And that if you block Lao's elbow, you can low punch. Of course, you know there's better answers, but we're square one. We're making sure people understand the concept. When you fight a Lao that's not quite strong, of course Lao can later do this though, right? Now Lao can do this, right? But when they do that, then you can change the game. And then I said basically just because there's an answer doesn't mean you don't do stuff. It means that you should test the opponent to see if they know the answer. And you should actually play the game to test opponents to see if they know answers. That's really a strong way to play VF and play Tekken also. But yeah. It hits recovery hit, which is normal hit. So the frames is normal hit, the damage is recovery hit. Whenever you do low punch to somebody, like in this situation, this is a recovery hit. You should treat that as a recovery hit. It's almost like it is rare. It is really, really rare to interrupt strings and get counter hit. So most of the time your base assumption should be a recovery hit and then watch for counter hits. And then later on learning when it lines up for a counter hit. Because then a counter hit would be better. Yeah. But I learned that the hard way with Leon because of Leon's 2K. Because Leon's 2K is really good. It avoids EX highs. It overrides that rule. But when you use it like that, almost always it's going to be a recovery hit. Almost never a counter hit. So, but it can counter hit. So, but also if it's working that rule, that's a recovery hit. When you're overriding the counter hit property, it means you're into recovery hit count territory. Things about Lao. Okay, so let's set the opponent on guard. We're showing the frames. Let me move the camera. I'm going to move the camera. And we'll move it here. Okay, we'll turn it off. Really? Okay, my bad. Okay, so we've moved it up there. So, this move, 4P plus KP. Amazing move, look at that, +1, right? And then, if I do that +3, look at that, right? I can do that, that's insane, right? Because 14 frames will work at +3, right? Okay, so, not just that though. +1, so we know that this is a pretty good response. Low punch, so if the opponent is blocking that, we can see that this move is an EX mid, right? So what about if they crouch? Well, if they crouch, it is plus. You get guaranteed hit. Look at that. +4. Technically, you can elbow. You can do that. You know. So when you play Lao, you should train yourself. Now this is a 20 frame attack, right? This is 20 frames. So it means that you should do it after you block stuff, when you evade certain stuff, in the neutral, when you see an opening, when they, especially if they whiff, then you can kind of go in and apply pressure. And then if you counter hit with it, it launches. Not only that, we've been doing this, well, we can still do this, right? And then I also said that if you do stuff like so I said that Lao players should do this as a habit as Okizeme. Like this should be the default Okizeme. From crouch while standing, basically while standing K. So crouch dash into 5K, right? And the reason is because anytime they do a combo, standing guard. Why am I? They can just keep finishing stuff and do this, and make the opponent have to basically tech roll. And then if the wall hits, they get guaranteed stuff, right? Right, it's just insane. And so then they can do their Okizeme, they can do their midis and stuff. But this one being the starting point is just so scary good on a lot of combo finishers. So again, +1, so we can low punch, and then play games after that. And then it's just a really good move. You should just always do this because if they crouch it, it will force them. Right. So yeah. So this move is just insane. If you practice this move 4P plus KP and where to enter it, it's just so good. Okay, at the wall I just kind of said basically Lao likes to do this. Let's test the wall. Let's test this. So this is kind of hard. If they're ducking, you can't really wall splat them with this, right? Yeah. But we can always do this. So 4K is always good for setting this up. 4K though requires a +3, but this is always the scary thing for Lao. And I haven't tested much stuff out, but yeah. So yeah, that's really simple Lao stuff, but it's really, really powerful. An advanced player will know how to use this right away, and they'll just practice this against AI a lot. But because you want to practice hit confirming it, and then when you get the combo, then you just practice combos. But the combos are the easy part. The important part is making sure you're doing the correct answer here always, right? But yeah, Lao is just so much fun to play. Anyways, everyone have a good one. I'm going to go have dinner, and I'll probably be back on later tonight doing some more training. Alright, cheers. Yep. Keep it up, Haste, and keep working on those basics. You're doing great.